gotta get it right, or else you're ruining someone's valentines, and they're not gonna come back to you if you do that. Picked up the afternoon tea from the Four Seasons, and honestly, first impressions is just wow. It's so beautiful. All the food looks so delicious, and the Earl Grey tea they gave us is so fragrant. It smells so good. I can't wait to drink it. So right off the bat, when you're looking at some of these dishes, right off, like, I can automatically see the prosciutto on top of one of them. I can see there's like gold flakes, there's silver flakes, there's caviar, there's truffles. They're using like really premium ingredients here, so then that's where you get like the higher price point. And I can imagine if you're eating this inside the restaurant, how beautiful it is. So as some of you might already know, the Four Seasons is known for their extraordinary service, and even though it's COVID right now, that hasn't stopped. All their staff are extremely friendly, extremely helpful, very professional. And the interior, I've never been inside the Four Seasons. This is my first time, and wow, it is beautiful in there. You would love to stay there, although it is at a higher price point, but it would be a fantastic place to stay. So first thing we're gonna try, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the menu. It's the smoked salmon mini muffin. So it has herb sheep's cream, an aioli, caviar, and Persian cucumber, and of course smoked salmon. Has a caviar sitting on top, some gold flakes, and that creamy looking salmon. Oh, that's so good. The flavor of the salmon, it's like seriously coming out. It's so creamy. It's so creamy. The muffin is so soft. The flavors are just popping in your mouth. The caviar, I actually don't get it that much. The creaminess of the salmon actually takes over some of the caviar that you would actually taste in other dishes. But overall, very, very good. So next we're gonna try the Lobster Club sandwich. It has tomato lettuce and bacon mayo. Looks so good. The bread smells like nicely toasted, buttered. The bread is like lightly toasted, that's not too crunchy. It's soft. You really get little chunks of lobster inside, and the creaminess from the sauce. Tomato's really thin and light as well, so this is like, some club sandwiches are really heavy. This is super, super light and delicate, and it's really delicious. Really, really good. So the next one we're gonna try is the crispy cannoli. It's a phyllo pastry with ricotta cheese and black truffles. That's what I'm excited for. It looks like it has like a pistachio filling inside. The outside's like super crispy. It's like almost like a spring roll. And then you got that little bit of truffle on top with the cheese. So let's dig in. That's so good. Truffles are super fragrant, as truffles are. Strong mushroom taste. And you have a really, really light filling with the ricotta cheese inside. And then the pistachios are just actually just on the outsides a little bit. So it adds a little bit of texture, that little crunch. And the pastry is just so, like, it has so many layers. It's so crunchy, but at the same time, it's not like hard. So it's a light pastry, just layered out so that it's super fluffy and like it crumbles when you bite into it. So the next one we're eating is the Berico Ham Tartelette. It has Idiazabal cheese and artichoke. It honestly looked like prosciutto to me, which I guess is a form of ham. But look at this. Doesn't that look great? Good ham. Ridiculously good. You're a fan of prosciutto? My god. This is great. The cheese is like the prosciutto itself, nice and salty. You get that fattiness, the creaminess. Then you got like this nice puff pastry almost under it. It's like you can see the little layers there, crumbles in your mouth when you're eating it, and then that little bit of cheese to add that like, I don't know what's the word for it. It like adds a bit of richness, I guess, to balance out the saltiness of the prosciutto. And as you're eating it, we got the Earl Grey tea, so you get to choose one type of tea that you want with it. We chose Earl Grey. Tastes really good. It's just like your typical Earl Grey flavor, but there's a little like extra hint of floral in it, and it actually like is really refreshing with that extra bit of floral. So now we're off to eat the sweet part of the afternoon tea, and we got the Linzer Cookie, which has a berry jam in with vanilla shortbread.
So good.
It's really sweet. Really sweet. A little sourness of the berry and the sugar on top, but the cookie itself, it's like really buttery, really crumbles in your mouth. It's a really good cookie. You know how there's a cookie similar to this? I'll put up a picture somewhere, but like maybe it's from like President's Choice. It has like that jam in the middle. That like they're similar in type. So still a cookie with jam in the middle. That one has like this chewy, like 50-day-old jam inside. This is like fresh jam spread across a freshly baked cookie. This is so good. This is so much better. You like that cookie? Like forget about that cookie. You gotta eat this cookie. So the next thing we're eating is the Ishbahan Chok. So it's like a puff pastry. It has like a raspberry and rose whipped ganache and lychee compote. Here with the heart on top, the little bit of silver foil as well. Nice little puff pastry here. Oh, it's so light. Usually puff pastries have like a harder shell outside of it. This is like nice and light. You can tell it was like freshly baked like this morning or something. And this cream is nice and light too. The flavors are not too heavy, not too sweet. It's a really nice balance. So now we got the cherry cheesecake. It's a cheesecake mousse with a cherry gel. So this thing has a little, I think like a flower petal on top of it with a cookie base underneath it. Oh my god, is that soft. You got that cheesecake in the middle, but you got that, I think it's the raspberry, right? Raspberry like jam covered over it. So similar to like your traditional cheesecake, right? This is just in the form of like a heart shape. Still got that cheese as that in the middle with the nice coating of the jam on top. Nice cookie base underneath. It's really nice, it's like a tiny little cheesecake with a delicious, like it's just so delicious though. It's so soft. Like some cheesecakes are extremely heavy, so it makes it hard to eat a lot of it. This is super light, so I could knock back like 5 of these like in a row, no problem. And the last of the sweets, we got the chocolate and raspberry mousse. It's 70% dark chocolate mousse with some raspberry jam. So you have this heart-shaped mousse and the raspberry sitting on top with some chocolate as the base. Starting with that chocolate mousse. Oh, you really taste that like 70% chocolate at the bottom. You really taste it. It's a little bit bitter, but that's good to me. Like I don't like having too much like milk chocolate or like, yeah, sweeter chocolates. Having that little bit of bitterness is actually great. It's like when you're eating all the other sweets together, like some of them are sweeter, and then this is like one of the things that's not too sweet, so that you don't just get like packed with like all this sweetness for your last couple bites of the meal. This is really good. The mousse is light and fluffy, and that's like key for a good mousse. So lastly, it also comes with 2 scones. So it comes with a regular scone and a raisin scone, and it also comes with a bunch of different jams. So this one, I smell it, it's like an orange jam. It smells very fragrant. You got this cream, and you have like I think it's raspberry, or yeah, it smells like raspberry jam here. So I'm gonna just try little bites of the scone with each of the jams to let you know how it is. First we got orange. It's nice, you get the acidity of the orange. Next we got the raspberry. This one pops in flavor. This one would be really good on like some hot toast or something too. Lastly, the cream. Nice and fluffy. This is actually, I don't know, I don't really like cream with bread. It's not like a butter, it's actually like a cream. Not my favorite for a scone, but the other two, the 2 jams, they're great. Here we have the raisin scone. It's in a heart shape again, just like everything else for Valentine's Day. As you're eating this scone, you realize how like buttery it is inside. It's nice and fluffy as well. It's not hard. You know, some scones get like really like rock solid. These ones stay nice and fluffy, and they're soft inside. Even if you leave them out for a while, which we kind of did while we're eating all the other stuff, but still a really good scone. We just finished the afternoon tea from the Four Seasons from Cafe Boulud, and honestly, I was so happily surprised. So happily surprised. Most of the time when you get like an afternoon tea or you go to some new place, you just expect like the food's gonna be okay, and then the expectations aren't set so high. So I went in with that kind of expectation, and honestly it blew me away. Everything was super delicate, super well done. Every little ingredient that they put in seemed like they had thought to it. The flavors balanced out really nicely, and overall I think you cannot go wrong. So honestly, when things open up or I get another chance, I'm going back to Cafe Boulud, and I'm going to take you there with me once again, and we're going to have an experience of their normal dining and not just their afternoon tea. But if you get a chance to do the afternoon tea, I say take it. It's definitely worth it. Take your special someone on that nice date. You both will enjoy it a lot, and it'll be something for you guys to remember. So thanks to all of you for joining me on this Valentine's Day tour. We had such an incredible meal. I'm so happy to share it with you. If you liked the video, please think about subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. It really helps us out. And also leave the comment down below. What's something that you think I should eat? What's a great place that you were surprised about? And I'll go try it as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.